Hey Larry, my credit card, your recommendations were great. It's just tapped out from the holidays. I just need something with value just for drinking. I have some guests coming over. I just spent all my money during the holidays. Well, that's what I'm all about. QPR, quality to price ratio. Hi, I'm Larry Baker. I am a certified level 2 sommelier and senior wine and spirit specialist here at ABC Fine Wines and Spirits in beautiful downtown North Miami Beach, Florida. I'm all about that. My colleagues are in all industries and restaurants never were about, even when I built a restaurant wine list. QPR. There are many great wines that I drink, but I always take the customer, I always try to give the customer the best bang for the buck, no matter where I've ever worked. Quality to price ratio. Is that wine worth $500? It may be a great wine, the #1 wine of the year, but is it worth $200? So I thought I would comprise a list of some of our sourced and certified. In case you don't know what sourced and certified means, these are products, liquor and wine, that our buyers, our supervisors and wine buyers, our team of go all over the world. We have different people specializing in different parts of the world, and they search out. We have relationships with certain wineries, and we cut out the middle person by dealing with those relationships and bringing wines in that are certified by our tasting panel and spirits as well that are exclusively sold in the state of Florida only at ABC, and I'm sure other retailers, if you're not in Florida, are doing the same sort of thing in your area, a unique exclusive product. So I thought I'd put a list of what I think provides you in many different categories, my top 5 or 6 wine that I think provide the quality to price ratio, QPR. Starting with white. A lot of people like a light, crisp wine. A lot of people like Sauvignon Blanc. Maybe it's a little acidic, but something just before dinner or just everyday drinking white wine for $10. And right away they think about New Zealand. But when you say Bordeaux, the last thing they ever think about is white wine. Most people think Bordeaux is an area for only red wine. They can't believe that there's white wine. Well, there's 3 grapes that are white that are allowed to be used in Bordeaux, and white Bordeaux could be Sauvignon Blanc, Semillon, or Muscadel, or a combination of all 3. Well, this comes from a winery, and if I can find my wines, here they are. This is L'Orangerie de Chateau Carignan, 2017, a white Bordeaux. I was at Chateau Carignan with French Libations in July, the wine importer based out of Aix-de-Provence in France that supplies a lot of our great French sourced and certified wine. This is 50% Sauvignon Blanc, 50% Semillon. They're kind of related. Sister grapes, $10.99. This is your perfect light everyday drinking. Sauvignon Blanc, not too acidic, nice and soft, nice and easy, good fruits, very light. $10.99. The price is there. Quality to price ratio. Cabernet Sauvignon. Everyone, you know me, I'm Captain Washington, so you know it's not going to come from the state of California, because I never believe that any price, even though I love some California wine, I never have tasted one yet in my personal career that I think provides the bang for the buck. So here, as Washington State does anyway. This is Butch and Jerry Mill brand. This is a 2016 Cabernet Sauvignon, not 100% Cabernet Sauvignon, made by Canadian winemaker Kendall Smith out of Columbia Valley, Washington. This stuff is grown, produced at the Mill brand vineyards out there, and it is dark, it's got chocolate, it's got some green herbs to it. It is textbook Cabernet. There is nothing in the California wine section in anybody's wine store that tastes as good as this that tastes like a $30 to $40, $35, $40 bottle, $12.99. That provides the quality to price ratio. I like Stelvin enclosure. Today, on a slow day, I already took 2 expensive bottles back that were cork tainted, so get off the cork, it's psychological. Stelvin enclosure. Butch and Jerry Mill brand, $12.99, brings home the home run. Pinot Noir, one of the, still, since the sideways effect, still one of the most popular. As you know, I like Oregon Pinot Noirs because of the fact that they share the same geographical parallel with Burgundy, France, and also they use 100% Pinot Noir with no blending, so it tastes more Burgundian in style. Bang for the buck. You'd buy a Burgundy, which is great, and you probably have to age it for a few years, where the Oregon ones, especially 2015, are ready to roll. So we know about Stuart Bodecker and his wife Athena Papas, the Greek maiden name, but they are a married couple and both very talented winemakers. This is the Pappas Wine Company. They're entry level, but it's far from entry level in quality. It's Pinot for the people, they call it. This is 100% Willamette Valley, sustainably farmed Pinot Noir. It's a 2015. I told you that vintage is perfect. The alcohol's right. It's smooth. It's silky. Little baking spices in there. You can taste the raspberry, the cherry, delicious, and $19.99. You can think about some of those California blends that you drink, and they're certainly a lot more expensive than that. Also coming out of Oregon for a little higher price, but made by a French family. This is Domaine Drouhin. This is the Rose Rock. We carry the Joseph Drouhin, which is a Burgundy wine producer. Also has a Domaine Drouhin with their slogan, French soul with Oregon soil. At $34.99, the Rose Rock 2015, made by Veronique Drouhin, which is the daughter of Joseph Drouhin. Probably the best Pinot Noir I've tasted in many years. This is in the quality of a $70, $80 Pinot Noir, and it is 100% Oregon, but made by the French team, and that is a delicious wine, sourced and certified here at ABC. We're going to do only a couple of more, maybe here. Brunello di Montalcino. La Girla. They only grow one grape, Sangiovese Grosso, the same wine that goes in their Brunello, 3 different vineyards, but Sergio Rossi years ago wanted to age the wine in small French barriques, which is against the rules of the DOCG for Brunello, so you can't call it Brunello. They called him a wise guy or a smart ass, basically, and they still make the wine today, even though unfortunately Sergio passed. They can only call it a Toscana Red. It's $29.99, and it's kind of like a Brunello that's aged for 15 months in small oak barriques, and the price $29.99. So Brunello, but aged in oak, so that's a great value for something that drinks like a Brunello di Montalcino. And I can't end this video without one final pull. You know, people think that I have stock in this company, as I don't, because again, the vintage is important. See, it's 2012 vintage champagne from Jean Noel Hatton. It's going to drink like, I don't say it's the best champagne in the world. I say it's the best vintage champagne value that you will ever find on the planet Earth. If anybody's out there and you can find me a vintage champagne, not a non-vintage, like most of the commercial brand, and their vintage brands are $100, $200, $300. If you can find me a vintage champagne of this quality for $39.99, then I'll stop talking about Jean Noel Hatton. It is literally the best vintage champagne value on the planet Earth. So to review any of these wines, you can go to our website at abcfws.net or contact me, or if you're in another market, there's ways to contact me. I will show you where to get the bang of the buck. So we got a white, we got Pinot Noirs, we got a Brunello value, we got Cabernet Sauvignon value, and around the clock, that's what it's all about. So remember, as I always say, and I'm going to finish this wine blog the same way I finish every wine blog, wine is not for snobs. It's certainly not for snobs when it comes to this. It's for everyday people like you and me, and people that want good quality to price ratio. See you next time.